Good morning. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America, and hello to anyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. And I come to you live every Wednesday morning, Melbourne time. And you can also watch replay on my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. There is a blog post that goes along with this video at nancysniftynotes.com. And if you need to reach out to me for anything, you can do that at nancysniftynotes.com. When you join me, either live or on the replay, please do say hello in the comments. Hello, Gladys and Paula. Thanks for joining me today. I have a card designed to show you today. It features brand new product from our September to December mini catalog that demonstrators have been able to order from in August. And it is the Sweetest Star Bundle. It has these cute star-shaped images and a punch to cut them out and a few sentiments. Snowflakes that I totally ignore because we get no snow here, especially not at Christmas time in the summer. So there we go. Hello, Roseanne. Thanks for joining me today. So this is the card that we're going to make. I've got a couple versions of it here, and I'm going to show you how I make it. This is using the Shining Christmas Designer Series paper, which is an online exclusive. It's carried over from last year, so you have it in your stash. You're good to go. If not, it's still available to purchase online. And I have used the punch to cut out the gingerbread cookie image and a window so that it, like that. Same thing on here. And we're going to make another one, this time using a cherry cobbler base. This one uses the Mossy Meadow. This one uses basic white, but it's the same Designer Series paper, just, there you go. There's that pattern. So all kinds of fun ways you can do it. And then a scrap of pecan pie as well. And let's go ahead and start with that. Do our gingerbread cookie image. Now, I think the other images, you probably could do them as gingerbread cookies too, but I like this one for some reason. So that's what I'm going with. And I'm just gonna, before I stamp, I am gonna bring in my embossing buddy, especially because this is darker cardstock. I don't want stray speckles of embossing powder to stick where I don't want them. And ink that up with the Versamark. Now this is a scrap piece from another project, which is why it's like a die cut piece. We used it, that's the center of a frame that we made. So I just held on to this nice sized piece of scrap to use for something else, and it turned out to be perfect for these. I'm going to bring in my embossing supplies, and I just keep mine in a box like this. This helps keep embossing powder from getting all over my work surface, I find. Anything that scatters just stays in the box. And there we go. Nice coverage, no stray bits. So now we're ready to heat. And Stampin' Up! Changed suppliers for the embossing powder. You may notice that they're now called Wow embossing powders. And before my stamp camp last month, I did go ahead and ditch all of my old embossing powders. They do lose something as they age. They've been long enough. I ditched my old ones, got the new ones, and I think they are a little bit finer. I think they heat a little more quickly. I don't know. So, there we go. And that just fits right in there. And we'll line it up and punch it out. Like so. And then we'll bring in this. And again, I don't usually do a lot of glue on a sheet of designer series paper that's just going down as a layer, but because I'm going to punch it out, I want to be sure it sticks down everywhere. And the other thing to be careful of, because this is foil, don't drag your tip on there or it'll leave a mark, which we don't want. Okay, so that's on. And then we're going to punch our window. And I found I can just stick that in all the way. And then I'm just aligning this edge of the stamp with the edge of the designer series paper. I'm not sure it matters, but I know it comes out looking pretty good. You can save that for something else if you want. I'm gonna glue this piece in. This would be a really good card to mass produce because you could definitely do each step. Boom, 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 boom. 10 of them. And Bob's your uncle, you're done. So the easiest way to make sure that this lines up, I found, is put your head up at the top like that, fit it in the spot, add a bit of glue, close that over. There it is, right in there. And now we just need to do our sentiment, which I have right in front of me. And I'm going to do it in Mossy Meadow this time, I think. Yeah, I think it needs a little more ink. So I am going to find my re-inker. You guys get a little lesson in re-inking if you need it. So what I do is I put the ink like so. And then I happen to have a plastic spoon. You could just have an old spoon that you keep for stamping purposes. But I just use that to smush in and distribute the ink around a bit. You've probably seen me use the spoon sometimes. My tip when the ink pad is too juicy is to push the ink to one end. And some people have an old bone folder that they dedicate to that. but because it will stain your bone folder, I tend to use the plastic spoon. Let's see how this one comes out. Yeah, that's better. This one, I don't know if you can see it. This one's got kind of a neat effect. It's got a light and dark effect, but if you want it nice and solid, there we go. More ink. Good morning, Christine. Oh, you can hear the dogs, Paula? Yeah, they're wrestling. They are wrestling. We did an introduction session yesterday for Nicole's new assistant's dog, Bo, to meet our dogs. It's going to be a couple more before they're allowed to just be loose around each other, but we're getting there. She can now come over to our house, which she hasn't been able to do in months. There we go. So you may see I've got this paper cut in strips. If I'm doing a batch production, that's the easiest way to do it because I know I can get 4 of them out of here. I don't have to deal with little bitty scraps that are hard to put in and out of my punch. I've always got something to hold on to. And this is 7 centimeters, which means that for one piece of A4 cardstock, I can cut it into 3 even strips. So that, and if I were doing batch producing for the gingerbread ones, I would do the same thing with the pecan pie. So that just gets put up on some dimensionals, not the minis, the full-size ones. And there we go. And there's that one. So a couple different ways. Shall we do this? Make it look good. There we go. You can see how quick and easy that was. I also think it would be pretty cool. Oh, this one I put some sequins on. They're hard to see. That's why I forgot I'd done it. But I don't, you know, I like having some that are quick and easy and not heavily embellished and stuff. They're easy to send out to people on my Christmas list. That I do really elaborate ones for the people who will really appreciate it. And I do simpler ones for people who are like, oh, nice card, great. I feel like there's something else I was going to say about all of this. Yeah, I like this set. I've done another card with it too that'll be on my blog probably late next week. Yeah, I just think there are a lot of fun things that you can do, and it's fun to have. I think this punch shape is fun, and I hope they carry it over, and I hope they do some more fun things with it because it's cool. I've seen some things where they've scored the star and given it a little more dimension. I think that would be fun. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I think this would also be fun to do with solid cardstock that you embossed and then stuck on and punched out the window as well. So I will probably try doing a couple of those as well. But today I thought, let's go in and do it with the designer series paper that you may or may not already have. You can do it with any designer series paper. Just pick out your colors to coordinate with it. Yeah, have fun, play around, order this bundle. I think this is a good one from the set, from the catalog. And I will be back same time, same place next week. And I hope to see you then. Thanks. Bye-bye.